You already know what time it is. Best time of the month. It's TBR, jar prompt time. I think I'm going to stick to 6 prompts for the month of November. I will say November is my favorite month. I think it's the best month of the year. I'm not just saying that because it's my birthday month, but I genuinely just love November every single year. So I'm very excited, and I'm very excited to pick out some books to read. With that being said, we're just going to start picking some prompts. Prompt number 1. Sorry, this is so cute. Prompt number 1 is my pet picks. I'm gonna go find my cat Oliver because he's the only one that will probably cooperate. I think I'm gonna pick out 3 books for him to choose from. I definitely need to pick some on my fall TBR. Oh gosh, I don't know. What do I want to read? All of them? Literally all the time. Every time I look at my TBR card, I just want to read them all at the same time. I think I want a novel love story, maybe. Make this our first option. This is a novel love story by Ashley Poston. I'll do Everything I Never Told You because this one was on my 2024 TBR. And then lastly, you know what? I'm gonna do A Reign of Rose. This is A Reign of Rose. This is the last book in the Sacred Stones trilogy, so I'll be completing this. It came out early October, and I wanted to read it as soon as it came out, and I just never did. I'm gonna set them on the floor. He'll come pick these out. Let me go get some treats. Let me go grab him, and then we'll see how this goes. I can't wait. Okay. Are you ready to go, bud, already? You don't even know what we're doing. He is pumped. He is ready to go. Okay, here we go. No, stay in here, buddy. They're gonna be in here. Come on. Okay, I think I need to put him out first because he's gonna gobble these up real fast. I expect this to happen really fast, so be prepared. I'm gonna let him in. Look, they all have treats. Pick one. Yay! Good job. Good pick. I have no idea where you guys were, but we're just gonna say right about here. Oh, sorry, Bella. Alright, so Mr. Oliver here picked A Reign of Rose. Like I said, this is the 3rd book in the Sacred Stones trilogy. It's a fantasy romance based on a war taking place throughout all these kingdoms. The 2nd book left off pretty crazily. I'm excited to see where it goes. The war has to deal with human and fae, so it's very interesting. I'm really enjoying this trilogy so far. I can't wait to see how this wraps up. So this is gonna be book number 1. Prompt number 2. We have a number generator, so I'm gonna go on my phone. I'm gonna count how many books I have on here. I'll just go on my phone to a random number generator and pick a number. I do have books in the back. I'm gonna count those as additional, so I'll count all these first and then we'll go to the back and count those. Okay, I have exactly 30. We'll go to a number generator. See what we get. 23. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 22, 23. Oh, you're joking. You're joking. Some advice, don't get a mini cart for a TBR card. Get the regular size because I got a mini thinking it would work better and I wouldn't have as many books, but that didn't happen, and it's also really hard to get the books out. Alright, so number 23 we have House of Earth and Blood, which is the 1st book in the Crescent City series by Sarah J. Maas. I know this is a fantasy obviously about demon hunters and demons. This is very dusty. It's been in my car for a while. I haven't really enjoyed the other series too much by her. I do feel like this one is going to be the one that I'm most interested in plot wise, so I am excited to get to this. I'm just worried because I haven't really liked her other books. I was planning on reading this during the winter time. I was gonna push it off until early next year. We're just gonna see how it goes. I'll put this on my TBR, and if I get to it, I get to it. If I don't, I don't. But I do honestly feel more like I could be in the mood for this than I had the previous months, so it could work. But this is book 2. Crazy, crazy. Moving on to prompt number 3. I always have one that jumps out at me, so we're gonna pick this one. Flowers on the cover. This one does have flowers, and I really want to read this book because I've heard great things about it. But let me keep going. We'll see what else has flowers on it. Ooh, wait, this one does too. It's got little flowers on the bottom. This could work. I really want to read this in November too. The Dead Romantic does as well, but I want to read a novel love story first, but we'll just put that out there. Oh, wait. Okay, there's a lot of books with flowers on the cover. One for My Enemy by Olivia Blake. This one's on my fall TBR, so I should probably pick this one. And then the last one that has flowers is The Petrified Flesh by Cornelia Funk. This is the 1st book in a series. I don't want to start the series yet, so I won't be picking this one. Let's see. One for My Enemy is a contender. The Dead Romantics I'm not going to do yet because I do want to read a novel love story first. And then this one. I do want to do a reading vlog on this, but I don't think it's going to be up until December. I may read it in November, but I do think I'm just going to push this off a little bit longer, so I'm not going to do this one. What's in between these two? This one's definitely shorter, which I should probably go for because I have Crescent City now. This one I do think is going to take me a little longer to get through just because of her writing. I may end up reading this one in November anyway. It might be picked for another prompt, but I think I'm going to go with a novel love story by Ashley Poston. This is a contemporary romance, I believe. I think it's more focused on the plot and not the romance, but basically it's about this girl whose car breaks down. She's going to wherever her destination is. Her car breaks down in a small town, and then she gets help or whatnot, and then she's in this little small town, and she realizes that it's the small town in her favorite book. So pretty much her favorite book is coming to life, and she's meeting these characters, I believe. So really cool concept. I'm really excited to read this. This will be my first book by this author as well, and I've heard great things. I'm happy to have this on my TBR. This is book number 3. Prompt number 4. Oliver, you love this, don't you? What does it say? Okay, thanks. Okay, prop number 4 is most recent purchase. The last books that I got in the mail were Ruthless Fae, which is the second book in the Zodiac Academy series, and Metal Slinger, which I just showed you. I really want to continue the Zodiac series, so I think I'm gonna put this on my TBR. I really loved the first one. It was very fun, kind of a little cringy, just very not serious, but I've heard that this series gets pretty serious along the way. I can't wait to see where it goes and how intense it gets. It wasn't a book that I thought that I was gonna enjoy just because I've heard it marketed as a bully romance. Anyway, yeah, so I heard this was kind of a bully romance and I was nervous to get into the first book, but I actually really enjoyed it. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be, and it was super fun. So I can't wait to see how this world building happens and these characters progress and grow. It's going to be book number 4. Prompt number 5, we are going to have has sprayed edges. This is fun. I have this Dark Descent, which is my Owl Crate edition. I also have another Owl Crate edition. It's Tequila Shadow. This one just has purple edges. This one has a little kind of floral type stuff going on. And then I believe the only other one I have is of Jade and Dragons. This is also Owl Crate, and this one has a nice blue color. I believe that's all. So I have these 3. Thank goodness for Owl Crate, or I would not be able to do this prompt. The thing with Owl Crate is that I would get these books and they sounded interesting when I was first hearing about them, but then I just never wanted to pick them up after. I think the one I want to read most is of Jade and Dragons or this Dark Descent. I'm really not interested in Tequila Shadow at all. I don't know why. I don't really know what it's about. I don't think these have the descriptions on them. Okay, they do. Whoa, but this looks fun. Knife to the throat, and it's her. Okay. Hold on. Maybe I want to pick that one. Oh gosh, I don't know. Honestly, I think that did it for me. I don't know. They look fun. They look fun. Let's see. It says, Jude Maddox knows nothing of love or even light. He only knows his grim duty as the hand of death, to lead the Knights of the Eternal Star into a land filled with nightmares and certain demise. Only when he sees her, a young woman with wild amber eyes who's as fierce, defiant, and swift as the shadow beasts themselves. He feels the warmth of life in his blood. Like, as she's an outcast, her name is Kiara. She sees him differently than everybody else does. Everybody's kind of scared of him, but of course she's not. It's going to be a little fantasy romance. The kingdom's on the verge of collapse. The Knights need to venture into the darkest heart of the land and uncover the secrets. Okay, I'm down. I love how I wasn't gonna pick this one at all, but I really want to read it now. This is gonna be book number 5. Going on to our last prompt. I really have a lot of pages to read this month, but you know what? Whatever. These are fun. I'm just gonna add another book. Prompt number 6 is going to be, has a green cover. Okay, I like this. Let me put these back. This one works out. I feel like the only one that we can see right now is Pride and Prejudice. Betting on You does have a mint green, but this is on my fall TBR. Wait, this one is too. Is it? Let me check real quick, because if it's on my fall TBR, I may pick this one, because this is definitely going to be an easier read than Pride and Prejudice. It is. So I think that we're going to go with Betting on You. Can we consider this green? Please tell me yes. Okay, I don't know. It looks really blue on camera, but I promise it's green. I hope. I'm going to put this back for now, even though it is on my fall TBR, but I just feel like with all these fantasies, I don't really want to do a classic. That may be a weird thing to say or feel, but I don't know. I just feel like I need a good YA romance, so I'm gonna go with this one by Lynn Painter. I've only read Better Than the Movies by her, so I really want to get into another one of her books and see how I like it. This one is about Bailey and Charlie, and I believe they work at a water park together, so it's not really giving fall vibes, but I still want to read it during the fall. I want to say they kind of have this thing, or they have this question between each other, like, can girls and guys just be friends or whatever? And I think Charlie's the one that doesn't think girls and guys can be friends, that he thinks that there's always something more. It's funny that he's saying that because they're friends. I think he's gonna want to have something more first. So I'm gonna go with Betting on You. That's gonna be my 6th and final book. I know I say this every time I do one of these videos, but I truly think that I get great books from doing these videos. That is the November TBR complete. I will go through these books once again just to do a recap. First prompt, we had my pet picks, which was A Rain of Rose by Kate Golden. Then we had a random number generator. This was Crescent City, House of Earth and Blood by Sarah J Maas. Next was a book that has flowers on the cover. I went with a novel love story by Ashley Poston. And then we have most recent purchase, which was book 2 in the Zodiac series. This is Ruthless Fae. Next we had Sprayed Edges, which was Tequila Shadow by Catherine Center. And lastly, a book that has a green cover. This is Betting on You by Lynn Painter. I do also want to add in the fact that I have fully finished my TBRs for August, September, and October at this point. So that feels really, really good. I feel like this month might break that streak, but I will see what I can do. If you want to stick around, see what books out of this TBR I read, feel free to subscribe to my channel. Make sure you leave a like and a comment and all that good stuff. Thanks for watching this video. Thanks for hanging around with me while I pick my November TBR. Let me know what's one book that you want to read in the month of November. And with that being said, I will see you guys in my next video, whatever that may be. Once again, thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great day or a great night wherever you are. And I'll see you later. Bye.